The Xbox Showcase 2024. We were shown previews of multiple games, including Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, Gears of War E-Day, and the main one we're going to be talking about in today's video, Doom: The Dark Ages. So, let's get into the... So, in the Xbox Showcase that came out a couple days ago as of writing the script, one of the first scenes we opened to in Doom: The Dark Ages trailer is a demolished medieval land. And on a ship sort of thing in space is Doom Guy. But this isn't normal Doom Guy, no, this is medieval Doom Guy. Fur cape, spiked shoulder pads, more grit and all. Now, I just want to really quickly mention here the fact that we see him receiving his super shotgun, and a random lame shield that probably doesn't have any cool features that make the gameplay that much more captivating and interesting. But Doom Guy lands in a demon-condensed medieval city, and here's what I'll say. His armor looks like genuinely one of the coolest suits of all time. I never knew I needed a medieval Doom Guy suit until now, and boy am I glad we have one. And I gotta say, I'm so glad that this is also a gameplay trailer. Nowadays, it seems like most game trailers are just cinematics, but this is a real breath of fresh air. And, trust me, this gameplay trailer looks far from disappointing. One of the first things we see is a shield in action, and turns out Doom Guy's shield is also a chainsaw. This is genuinely one of the greatest looking weapons ever, and one of the most unique. And it appears like the shield will have a lot of abilities, such as a saw ram, a stun, a throw like Captain America, and many others. Oh, and I guess it can be a defensive utility, but no one really cares about a shield that can block attacks. We also see in the trailer that Doom Guy is using a lot of melee combat, so I'm curious if that will be more of a main focus in this game thanks to shield. Another thing that really caught my eye was the skull-shredding shotgun-like weapon, but for the sake of the video, I'm calling it the Skull Shotgun. But anyways, this weapon looks like one of the most satisfying things of all time. And this type of weapon concept is actually not out of character for the Doom franchise at all, and the concept is amazing. The next thing that really grabbed my attention was the fact that there will be a parrying system in the latest installment, which honestly, I am so ready for this, you have no idea. The next thing that truly caught my eye was a flail-like weapon for melee combat. And this is what I meant as in more melee combat focus. It seems like the trailer really wants to tell you that this is a melee-focused Doom game. And once again, I'm all here for it. Speaking of melee combat, this next thing is incredible. We will be able to pilot an actual Jaeger-mech Titan thing. This will be absolutely insane in every sense of the word. And I am so ready for it. Now, here's something that caught my eye in the trailer. It's the fact that the layout of the levels seems to be a little more open and seem to be quite a bit bigger, which I'm honestly all for in this game. And here's the final thing that truly grabbed my attention, is the fact that we can ride a demon-like dragon and stir up the Godzilla special, which I'm so excited about. We've never really had an alternative traversal system until now, and the fact that we might have an airborne combat system and fights with demons sounds like a fantastic addition. But now that we've gone over all the main trailer details, let's talk about... So, we're going to change it up a little bit here. I'm going to talk about what this game could do to make it a heavy hitter, and what could possibly be improved upon or things I'd like to see in this installment of the franchise. First up, we have the iconic Doomslayer sword. There is no better time to have an upgrade or have the sword be used more than in this game. It's literally a Dark Ages themed world. And Doomslayer already has an iconic sword, so improve upon it and utilize it more in this installment. And with the iconic upgraded melee weapon, I want to talk about some melee features. So melee combat isn't new to Doom by any means, but this game will have advanced melee combat. And something I want to see in this game is relying a little less on guns, and a little more on this advanced melee system. Think about it. Melee in Doom has always been important, but the guns have always been more important. But what if in this game, the melee was just as important, if not more important than the guns? It would truly set itself apart from the other Doom games, and change the shooter formula up for the better in my opinion. Another big change I think they should make is having demon variants. Let's say you have an Arachnotron, but there are different variants with different mounted weapons. Maybe a mounted flamethrower, minigun, or burst rifle, just to spice up the gameplay a little bit. And these attributes can apply to every other type of demon as well. My last change I would make is to actually keep boss fights in the game, but make them to where they affect the environment. Hear me out. bosses in Doom are known to be lackluster, underwhelming, and feel like a second thought. So, what if they make it to where bosses can destroy the environment, actually dodge your attacks, and are tougher to beat? Now, the difficulty of these bosses are subjective, but in Doom the Dark Ages, I want to feel like I gotta run for my money. I want to feel a little more substance, rather than being a blank slate that can eat bullets. But all of that is subjective. Now, I would like to talk more about what I would change, but then the video would last way too long. So now I want to talk about Doom the Dark Ages single-handedly looks like one of the most fun games I've seen in a very long time. And I think that has to do with the hype around another Doom game. The gameplay and the theming, let's be honest here, the theming is perfect for this game. Like, the fact that we haven't gotten a medieval-themed Doom game yet is crazy. But now that we have it, people are absolutely hyped. But with all that said, will Doom the Dark Ages be a success or a flop? I think that Doom the Dark Ages will be an absolute success in every sense of the word. Is it Game of the Year worthy? That has yet to be decided. I think I need to see more in order to say it. But I also need to see more about the other games that are coming out in 2025 to really get a good idea of where this game will land itself. But as it currently is, I think this game will be a massive success, and a huge win for Doom fans, and general gaming fans as a whole. For example, me and a friend of mine, Aggro, check out his YouTube channel, which will be linked in the description, we're talking about our opinions on Doom the Dark Ages. Now, from my understanding, Aggro isn't that familiar with the Doom franchise, but even he thought the trailer looked absolutely hype. But with all that being said, I cannot wait for 2025. And I can't wait for more information to be revealed about us getting closer and closer to its release. But now, let's wrap up with... Today, I have two very special shoutouts. First up, I have Twisty Chase. My guy, Twisty, makes informative gaming videos. And Twisty is genuinely one of the best commentators on YouTube. And finally, we have Rem Rants. Rem also likes to talk about Fortnite, but where he differs himself is his script writing and execution of his videos. Rem is also starting a Minecraft channel, which will be linked in the description as well, so go check it out. And make sure to subscribe to both of these amazing creators, and as always, make sure to check out the boys. And be sure to check out the official Pojo Discord server. All of these will be found in the description of this video. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching, and as always, have a spectacular night.